Good morning, everybody. How are you today, beautiful? Hope you're well. My name is Joesephyr, and we're going to pull on a little bit of Prompto. Hope for some nice things come out of this. Like, Prompto's not a character a lot of people are outwardly gunning for. See what I did there? But he's a character that I'd quite like. Like, he's the only member of, like, the Chocobros that I don't have the LD for, and therefore I kind of want him. And I think he's an interesting character, to say the least, and I'd like to get his LD now so I don't have to get it when his C90 comes out. That, and I still don't have Ace BT, so I'd like a reason to do so. So I'm going to go in with a few tickets and hope for the best. Before we get started, of course, I always shout out one of my patrons over on Patreon before anything else, and today that person's going to be Jamba Juice, who has Cloud by way of World of Final Fantasy on their title card, and a massive thank you goes out to you for supporting the channel for as long as you have, and of course to all of my patrons that do so, because without you guys I wouldn't be in the position I'm in and be able to make these videos and do these streams as much as I do. So huge thank you goes out to you, and if you'd like to join in, then all of the details are in the description box below. So I'm quite happy to spend a little bit of tickets, see how we go with this. But we have a free pull first of all, so who knows? I'm going to double check that I've done this, because I always forget. So I already have Aranea. I don't actually have Prompto's EX, but I have EX tokens, so I don't need his EX really. Obviously I would love the BT, that would be the absolute best case scenario. But I'm not typically prone to pulling BTs. Who knows though? So let's go into it. Okay, so it's not the best start, but that's fine. I'm wondering how many tickets I'm willing to spend here. Maybe 100 to 150, something like that. No, 10 tickets. I honestly, for a second there, thought that was a lightning orb there, and it wasn't. For a split second, I thought it was a lightning orb, but it wasn't. Oh! Prompto LD / BT. That'd be nice. Prompto EX. Well, at least I haven't got to do anything with that. Nope. 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 Okay. Okay. I mean, this is the 100 ticket pull, so this would be nice. Please? No, not a Remy X. No. Ew. Okay, so I'm willing to spend another 50. Another gold orb. That's the wrong LD. That is the one I already have. Thanks, game. Usually how this goes. No. Okay. Please? Pretty please? Nope, Aranea EX! Well, we got a full Aranea kit. Last one. Last one. No. Oh, well. No. No BT or LD. Oh, well, I'll just have to leave it at this point. I could go further, but I just don't think it's worth it for me. Shame, really. I would, to be honest with you, I was really gunning for Ace BT, but Still no sign of that either, so sadly we're going to have to move on and carry on with the Lufenia without Prompto or Ace BT, but that's okay. Next time, hopefully we'll get a bit luckier. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you for the Lufenia mission. Hi there everybody, welcome back. We're just going to tackle the Lufenia Plus mission for Aranea's Lost Chapter, and I know what you're all thinking. The second you look at this team and you think, oh, Joe doesn't like Tidus, Joe always says he doesn't like Tidus, why is he using him? It's because I want to learn to like him. You know, it's like, I mean, I'm one of these people that would rather have their mind changed if it's for the positive. I think that it's really fun to learn to like things that you don't like, and it's a positive experience generally. And I do think that now that things have calmed down with Tidus and Core, etc., as a you know, something that gets used all the time, to use it in a later mission should be really fun. So I've decided to use them here. And because of the number of attacks that are going off and the fact that Tidus's follow-up attack is ranged, I'm going to be able to cover the orb with it this way. So let me see. We're going to start with Ice Blade. I'm stacking defense downs as well, which I find is very important here. Oh, and they're only attacking Core. That's actually kind of nice. By having Shantotto Call as well as everything else. What the guys are talking about in the chat, I actually did do a run here earlier, just a moment ago, but I got killed by, or I got brought under HP requirement by an errant HP attack at the start of the run, and people say you should keep it in. And I do think, sometimes I do consider it, but I fear people reading me over it, as opposed to like seeing it in the joy that it's intended. So I'm not going to. But it was definitely not part of my French vanilla fantasy, let's put it that way. Now I'm not going to apply Piercing Gleam here because I'm going to use it to help break the initial unbreakable shield, the crit break shield, because I think it will be really helpful here. Oh, you've changed target. That's annoying. That should still be fine. Yeah, there you go. If you want to see the outtakes, then you can come and see the stream, can't you? There we go. That's better. So now I can start throwing everything but the kitchen sink in. So you've got the shield, so we're going to apply that to you. And then we're going to put Ninja Slice over here, just because then we can get the break on both of them then, and then that's that sorted. And at this point in time, I'm just going to slash combo again, because I'm actually going to BT with Bart's now. Because what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put Absolute Zero up. And I'm going to stack as much of these defense downs as I physically can. Snowbreak, I'm going to give this to Bart's, because obviously I'm going to BT phase with Bart's. Oh, I could have used C65 with him and didn't. That was silly. So, quick hit energy rain so that that's ready to go. And then energy rain, so then you're good to go as soon as I go off. Get that turn further away if we can help it. And then I'm going to use Salvation Scythe for the 100% defense down that comes from it. And then I'm going to C65 because I've got time to do so. And then we're going to burst. So elemental attack first, because Core is going to tick up the orb like every time he attacks. How did my Smash tournament go? I didn't do very well, but I'm really glad that I went. I had a really good time. And if I'm going to go to London and play with some of these really high-end players, then at least I'm going to learn from the right people. But I'm really glad that I went. Definitely. Missile. So yeah, we're just getting extra attacks off. And because of all of those defense downs, Core's actually dealing loads of damage. Because when we were testing this earlier, I actually had problems where I wasn't hitting very hard with Barts at all. But these are all melee attackers, and because of the stacking defense downs, unfortunately, I might have to use another LD with Barts to make sure I get that break. Ready for when they get their big shields up, because they're going to get it up nowish. So quick Spellblade, rapid, dual wield, rapid fire. Lovely. But it's fine because I need to get this up as soon as I can anyway. And that should hit nice and fierce. Decent damage. Thank you very much for the follow there, Axon Thanil. And at this point, ooh, how do I want to do this? I think I still just want to use. I think I'm going to bring in Sid Reigns now. Oh, well, thank you very much for saying so. I appreciate that. Yeah, do I bring in Sid Reigns now and just get the EX off so that I can then delay? Or do I just go straight to LD? Or do I wait until the next turn because then... No, because I need Core to go off first. So I'm actually going to bring in Sid now. So we're going to Heavenly Fist. Do you actually have your buff from there already? I too. I'm actually going to EX first, believe it or not. HP. HP. And then Sid does Sid things. Just because I want to have access to Bart's being able to just go off. Reaper's Gale, of course. And that went just... Their bravery just went. I was actually going to wait until I had access to Bart's LD attack. Didn't need it. It's fine. So I'm going to Snow Break now and give it to Sid. And then probably still gonna... I mean, I could all boost... No, I don't need to all boost, not really. So, yeah, no, if I elemental attack and then I'll just pull Bart's turn up to after Sid's. So now we'll Heavenly Fist. And then bring Bart's up. And then we get Bart's full LD glory. Full BT plus glory. The Quistis event is the next event after this one, yeah, but it's not as bad as like you can use Quistis for that event without her LD. It's all about just getting those three turn delays off. So Iainuki is fine here, I think. So should I didn't get any gains really, but never mind. Should have possibly waited until Core. Lion's Roar, I think, is perfectly fine here. I don't think Zack's going to happen until after Quistis. Although I could be wrong. Because there's a big gap between Quistis and anything that comes after it. I think they're going to advertise it as like a Halloween thing, probably. Again, I could be wrong. There's no way of knowing. I'm probably going to use Cloud of Darkness. Cloud of Darkness, Quistis, and something. I've got a couple of teams planned for it, but I will get to them hopefully sooner rather than later. Snowbreak's fine, and then we get a launch off of it. Give to Sid. I'm personally not pulling for Zack right now. I think he's very good. He's just not a character I am personally super excited by. On the back of the fact that I don't think that I require him for any of the content that I'm wanting to finish. Yeah, if you're looking for BT Plus with for Cloud of Darkness, then you could go about that way. I may switch target over to Bart's now, actually. And with Sid's next turn, I'm thinking I might just use his Heavenly Plus. Unless I get his EX up. If his EX is up, I'll use that. Which I think I just heard it go off, so... So... Actually, I'm going to use attack boost all here. Because I think that you'll be able to be broken afterwards. So, Moonlit Dawn on Bart's for the time being. Although, actually, if I do it... I might take the instant turn from his HP plus, actually, so I can just bring Tidus back. Or I could summon. That's also an option. That's probably a better option. Why am I not doing that? So, I'm going to use Elemental Attack here. Well, you have to be careful with that, because people did that with Tidus, and it doesn't exactly go to plan. So I'm going to Heavenly Fist again, actually, because I think it makes the most sense for me to do that. Give to Core. And then I'll just summon at the end. And then Tidus will just come along and finish the job. Sid Reigns with just a friend unit just clears so much stuff, it's not even funny. Like, I know I sat there and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to use Tidus. Not really using Tidus. Just goes to show the power behind... Give it to Bart's, because then you can Reaper Scale next time you go off. The power behind Sid Reigns. Like, this is a friend unit Sid Reigns. This isn't my Sid Reigns. Do a Rage Bio. Why not? It's free damage, and then it poisons, because why not? And then I'm going to... summon. Yeah. Because that'll give me time to set Tidus up. Missile. We don't want them getting a turn. If they get a turn, they hurt, and I haven't got any healers. So I'm just going to use Slash Combo for the time being. No, I wasn't planning to, don't worry. And then we don't need to use Elemental Attack really, so I'm just going to use Missile. Yeah, but then I lose the 100% defense down, and that's not what we want. We don't want them getting a turn. They are stunned, but I don't want them getting a turn anyway. Reaper Scale. I did debate giving Sid Call to my Barts because I really enjoy doing it, but I don't think we need it. So I need to give Tidus the buff now. And then we're just gonna go off. So, slice and dice. This is the thing, I don't hate Tidus. I think I just hated his event. I think I just didn't like the way his event played out. But this is what I mean, like, I would much rather learn to enjoy something, or, like, discover that I enjoy something I didn't like, than the other way round. I think it's always good to try and find positives and stuff. Because he's obviously very good. Like, there's no two ways about it. And then we're just gonna... To be fair, I can actually Energy Rain here, and no, I don't even need to do that really. I'm just gonna slice and dice and just go off. I just think it's a... If there's anything that I want to, like, showcase to people when it comes to my videos and stuff, it's that it's better to feel positive about stuff and than not. Yeah, you're probably right. I probably could just get away with just using... Because Core's still dealing loads of damage. So I probably could just get away with this now and not even need to use Quick... Like, I wasn't expecting... I was not expecting Sid Reigns as a friend unit to do quite this much damage. So, like, Tidus kind of felt superfluous? But I like that Core is still as good as he is. I think that's a really cool thing. Core is still really good. Really, really good. Because people were really worried he wouldn't be relevant for Lufenia Plus. He is. He definitely is. Readying to retaliate. Well, I'm going to see 65 you to death, I'm afraid, my friend. Sorry about that. Yeah, but it's the same thing as that. Like, I don't particularly care about Core as a character, but I think it's really nice to discover favourites from spin-offs. Like, it's part of the reason that I always take issue with I only pull for favourites, because I'm like, well, why couldn't you discover new ones? Like, to use an example, an old card game I used to play had characters from like Soul Calibur and stuff in it, and I didn't particularly care about Tira at the time, but it turned out she was really overpowered in the card game. And I ended up growing to really like Tira in Soul Calibur because of the card game, and she became my main after a while. And that's a similar experience to this. I don't particularly like Tidus as a character, I don't particularly care for Core as a character, but I appreciate their combination so much. Oh wow, my Tidus arts, I've obviously not even equipped those. But yeah, so I think it's nice to just discover new favourites through means you weren't expecting. But anyways, that is going to be all for today's video. So thank you all very much for watching. And yeah, Tidus and Core, definitely still relevant in the right situations. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell for notification on any future videos I might be making. And I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.